Day 13, Mad Rambles. Said yesterday I would come with more enthusiasm and come with an idea. And today's idea is details and professionalism. I want to talk a bit about that. It's something that I've always skimmed over in my life. It's something that I've sort of never understood the importance of, and and desired to make it the forefront of whatever I'm doing. Because whenever I do things, it's always sort of speed, fast. You know, money loves speed and all this shit. That's and a something that I'm trying to implement into my life. Money is speed, so you do it fast. When in reality, you need to do it detailed but also fast, and take care in those details. Because success really is in the details, and that is a level of professionalism. Being professional is working at the highest standard possible to get the best results possible. And success, I find, what I've realized, is often attributed to the small things adding up rather than doing the big things well. You know, I was listening to a Conor McGregor interview, and he was saying about when he built his Black Forge Gin pub, and he was like, I wanted the best little steaks, I wanted this vegetable to be fucking good, and you're like, Jesus, you want the vegetable to be that good? Like, that's how specific he was, and that's why it seems, at least, it's a success. And obviously that's why he was a success in UFC and fighting, because those little details he hammered home so hard. When you do that a lot, the big picture is just easy. The big picture just looks great because those little details are so perfect that when they add up, they just create an overall perfect thing. Rather than trying to just create an overall perfect thing, but not looking at the details. And some things will be off, some things won't be great. And that reflects on your brand and who you are. And as a professional, you want to, or at least I feel like you want to, be the best you can be and be seen as someone who wants to be the best in everything. In everything. Every little minuscule part of your life, be the best. Whether it's in gym, whether it's in sales, whether it's in marketing, whether it's in just copyright, emails, landing pages, upsells, cold calls, like whatever it is, you want to be the best in. So that's why you have to look at the details. And I think a lot of people make the mistake, and I've definitely done this as well. It's like when they go into doing work, when they do some work, they're like, okay, I want to work for 1 hour, or I want to achieve a grade A in this maths test, or whatever it is. When in reality, they're looking at the big picture. They haven't broke it down, and they're not looking at the small incremental details that will add up once they look at them and zoom in on them and focus on them. They will add up to get that A. To work an hour, to get the body you want. Instead of saying, oh, okay, cool, I want a great body, I want ripped abs, boom. No. I want to every single day do abs for 5 minutes, targeting this ab, and this ab. Right? You do that for 5 minutes, you'll get great abs. When in just saying you want great abs, it's sort of uncertain and out in the open. It isn't direct. And to be successful, I've realised you need to be direct. And it's something I haven't been direct. It's something I'm trying to get better at. So like every day, writing out what you need to do. Not saying tomorrow I'm going to work 2 hours, which I used to do. I used to sit there and say, okay, I'm going to do three deep work sessions a day, 2 hours each, 6 hours, beautiful. On this, whatever this topic. Instead of saying, no, I'm write this ebook. Do this landing page. Practice 100 cold calls. Do 20 cold emails. Create free value for 5 different people, whatever it may be. Instead of saying that specific stuff, and then underneath you have what you want to achieve in those things. So, say for instance, when you say doing these videos, I want to create a 10-minute video a day. I'm gonna come up with an idea. It's going to include this, this, and this, and it's going to sound enthusiastic and whatever, and it's going to be engaging, blah 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 blah, whatever it is. And that's something I've realised is the key to success. It isn't looking at the big picture, which is what everyone does. And I think that attributes to everything in life. Like I said about fitness earlier, business just then. Even in terms of making money, people just say, I want to make more money. And that's just sort of like too out in the open. It's not specific enough. How do you want to make money? Why do you want to make money? How long do you want to make money for? What are you going to do in specifics to do that to make money? Okay, you want to make money. How are you going to do it? I want to do it in copywriting. Okay. What do you need to do to copyright? You need to practice your cold emails. You need to practice this. Creating free value, breakdown of a business, how to scale a business, whatever it is. Break it down, and then you break them down even further, and then you focus. Singleness of focus on those one thing. Fucking shark, man. Singleness of focus. And that way, when it's all said and done, the big picture's just there. You know, you haven't of course you've had an idea of the direction you want to go in. I think if you don't have a sort of big picture in the back of your mind, you can sort of wander and meander through life and not really have a direction where you're going. But this way, you'll cultivate a strong foundation and ultimately a work ethic that's applied and compounds over time to achieve the desired result, which is whatever it is you decided at the start that was in the background, which was the ultimate direction you wanted to go in. But I think after you've decided that and you've broke it down, you can discard it almost, or at least you can leave it in the back burner and sort of ignore it. And this is applicable in any endeavor, and I've realised this attention to detail, attention, and it also when you're building a brand for yourself through this, because that's what it is. Whatever you do, you're ultimately building how people perceive you, which is your brand. Even if you're not in business, it's still your brand. It's who you are. So if your attention to detail, you have a good professionalism, that sort of is a byproduct of that. You know, people will trust you and you build credibility because you're not someone who just looks over at the big picture. You're someone that works hard, but is shown to work hard through your attention to detail. It's that specifics. And people will see that and realise that they care. Because that's what I feel like it ultimately comes down to, is you're caring what you're doing. You know, I used to do this all the time. I still do to a degree. I'm trying not to. But that's life. You try and keep trying to get better. And I used to just sort of do things right because I wanted to get it done. Instead of being like, cool. Specifics. What do I want to get out of this? Whatever I'm doing. And then go do it. And then go do it again. And then do something else that's specific, and then something else until boom. The goal you wanted to do originally was not just done, but it was done to such a high level. And not just that, you're not overwhelmed with it and feel like there's so much to do, because once you create those specifics that you want to attach, you only focus on the specifics. And that way you have a singleness of focus and you live in the moment. And I think you enjoy it more as well. Because when you have a set out plan, it's just doing it. It's like when you write stuff out at the end of the day, before the next day. You don't have to wake up thinking, oh, what do I do? You just get to work. Read, cool, first, yeah, do that. Boom, day's ended. Not only have I been productive in getting everything I wanted to done, I had a reason for getting up and doing these things because I wrote out the night before. And I think that is exceptionally important. And I think the details and professionalism is ultimately what anything in life that's successful is founded upon. And that is something I've realised. That's 10 minutes. Been a good call. See you tomorrow. I've been Keenan. Peace.